The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Previously on Roll Britannia.
What are you doing here? Put your animals away.
What do you mean by animals? I've got no animals here.
These are Kosamon.
Who are you anyway?
Officer Benny.
Automatically turning to Keth. I'm the original.
I'm the dragon Keth. I like invisibility. And I can fly.
Scallop, boulder-like creature with stumpy appendages.
The name's Etcham. Cash Etcham. Are you here for the big tournament?
Yes. What we need is backup for you guys.
Barry, he's the all. You want to trade my Humphrey for your, what's his name?
Oh, yes.
Casper? He's always been there for me, and now he might be dead.
Who are you talking about?
Emperor Keth Frostiron, he's making his way to the competing zone.
I'll choose you, Humphrey.
Smack on it, Brown. Humphrey the Flumphrey goes down.
Malrus, slam him.
Whoa.
Callum, Derek, get yourself in there.
We've got a rogue Kosamon in here.
Keth, that didn't work. I can't get back in.
Take this grease grenade, take this chicken whistle, and drop them next to Derek.
Okay.
Derek, rub your hands together, make a spark.
Ah, shit. Fireworks erupt. Emperor Keth Frostiron is the winner.
Nurse boy, how are you?
There you are. They should be back to full health.
Excellent.
Keth, are you opening these unknown icosaspheres?
Ball A is a dirt. Ball B.
A baby red dragon wormling.
I'm your new dad.
David.
Malrus, stop being a trainer, and you can't touch Icosa balls anymore.
This isn't dragon jealousy, it's a Jeff.
A blast of fire washes
We'll
over
have to
you.
take Jeff down to the centre after this.
I'm going to climb on the outside of the cage, reach through the bars.
Tell me, Amarus, do you toast?
Toast what?
These.
Oh, you little bastard.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action.
It's time for not your moment with the master, it's time for your moment with this raggedy lot. So, last time, Jeff had somewhat caused a bit of a, let's say, ruckus.
To do.
And it had gone slightly badly for him. Humphrey the Flumphrey was making a good friendship there with you, Keth, I think. Last, you were getting on really well, your newfound pal.
Oh, yeah.
He's, him with his Stetson was making some great comments. I think there's a rogue Sophie that's wandered into the room. And
Maybe.
There's a river running through.
And Jeff, you were unconscious because you started a fight with something that you weren't prepared to fight.
Way tougher than you.
The expression "got lit up" really does carry a lot of meaning here.
I was just there, blazed.
Oh, you got fucked up, dude.
Derek, you ran headfirst into a steel cage. Malrus performed some acrobatics, climbed up a cage, tried to throttle a dragon, and got set on fire.
Yes, very much.
He did try and choke a snake. Yes,
he did. You did try to choke the snake.
That's what you missed on Glee.
That's where we were, and the last thing was David saying something quite amusing and then setting Malrus on fire. So I think we'll pick up the action. We'll jump straight back in. Malrus, you're on fire!
Ah! It's warm.
That's what you have to say. Good, I like it.
It's the understatement of the year.
Yeah.
There's such a Malrus comment, though, about him being set on fire. It's warm.
You know what, lads? It's pretty close in here.
Whew, that's smart.
It's muggy. It's got muggy all of a sudden.
It's that dry kind of heat, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want that.
On the wet
So,
heat.
team, what are we going to do about this situation then? Are we going to, is this fight continuing? Are we going to continue to try and fight David, the baby red dragon wormling?
Can you just
have we had quite enough barbecuing?
Well, so Malrus crawled up the cage to try and grab it.
Yes. Reached through the bars.
Sort of just chatting to him and going, "Oh, all right, lad." So he's now turned and burnt you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I think I'm just gonna sort of like end my ruse, but just still try and get to know him, if that's possible. Essentially, my behaviour is not going to change at all.
Okay.
just gonna keep talking to him. All right, David.
Oh,
That was fun, no?
Yeah.
Fun?
Turned him into, crispy Malrus. I don't know.
Barbecue.
I can't think of a pun, but we'll get one there.
Kentucky Fried Cleric, come on.
Humphrey, cover your nose. The smell of burnt hair is horrible.
Okay. And he sort of puts one little tentacle just over where his nose would be.
And whilst you're at it, cover my nose as well.
And he does that for you as well. Another little tentacle just flops onto Keth's nose with a little wet sound.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Doesn't he have acid?
Oh.
Can I stop, drop, and roll?
He's exfoliating.
On top of a cage?
No, I'm going to jump off.
Okay, yeah, roll acrobatics.
What's this?
Acrobatics.
I don't know what's wrong with my voice.
I think you're going to jump off. Do you think you'll survive?
I've got to... Get that tentacle off me.
Okay.
That is a 10?
A 10?
Yes.
Oh my. With a 10, you do jump off,
yes,
and you perform a graceful swan dive off the cage, which is a bad choice because swan dives typically go into what we would call water or liquids of your choice, not usually into the floor of a training ground.
Does the Queen own all of the swan dives?
Yes, every swan dive is owned by the Queen, and
you can't eat.
You can't eat a swan dive. It is illegal to eat a swan dive.
The Queen is the only person in England that's allowed to perform a swan dive.
And you take 4 bludgeoning damage as you crash into the crash mat.
It's an old school gym, isn't it? So there's crash mats everywhere.
Yeah. The blue.
And
really
you do also take
ones.
2 points of embarrassment damage. Oh dear. Yeah.
And also he's still on fire, so how much fire damage does he take?
Well, I mean, there was quite a jump. There was, there's probably a decent amount of breeze there. Probably blew him out. And, the impact probably knocked out whatever other fire was going on.
That is fortunate for you, Malrus.
Why don't firefighters just do
They
that?
beat fire into submission with a crash mat.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's a well-known firefighting technique. You grab your crash mat and you beat the fire. So
looks up and goes, "All right, Loki, joke's over."
I can't believe how wasteful firefighters have been this whole time.
I know, right?
Yeah. So Malrus, you're laying on the floor, slightly bruised and singed.
That was warm. Keth, can I go back in my ball?
What's wrong with your voice?
I'm always on fire.
Singed.
He's a coward. Coward.
Shut up, you.
In you come, Malrus. I don't choose you. And then bring you back in.
That was quite impressive.
Daddy Keth, I want to go back in my ball. Oh, I've been set on fire. What a pussy.
I can't hear you.
Your friend is not very brave, but quite acrobatic, no?
Yeah. You'll get to know him. We refer to him as not very brave Malrus, but also quite acrobatic Malrus.
Brave, not so brave, Malrus.
He bravely ran away.
Yeah, he did. It's a long nickname, but we just call him Malrus for short.
I can see why you do that.
There's something really enchanting about David's accent, isn't there, Humphrey? I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yes, he's very attractive. Oh, did I say that?
I hope that's just a tentacle. Not something else. You dirty flump.
Pardon me.
You cover it with your hat. You can have it back.
He takes the Stetson off his head and puts it on his tentacle.
That's better. I think it's time we called an end to this fight. David, you've done an excellent job.
There's a bell next to you.
I know, that's Humphrey. I thought you'd be more respectful. Oh, that one. Right.
Are you ringing
through the fourth wall? Sorry.
Yes. Are you going to ring the bell?
Don't make a joke. Yes.
Good. You ring the bell, and with a puff of smoke, the entire caged arena disappears, and Derek, you drop about 2 feet to the floor.
Ow! Oh.
That wasn't the superhero land I was expecting.
I mean, that really hurt. I don't know what else you want me to say.
And David just comes flapping down and sort of settles next to you.
How did you find that, David?
That was very good. I think your companions could do with some extra training, no?
Well, that's why you're here.
Excellent.
Are you feeling evolutionary at all?
Hold on. Is he our boss now?
Shut up.
No, fuck you.
Now, you lot.
I've been with this crew longer than you've been, I don't know, alive, probably.
And how many people have you set on fire, eh?
More than you'd expect, actually. I tend to be quite chaotic in my day-to-day life. And I can't even breathe fire.
Oh, you are quite an impressive figure.
Thank you very much. You're not so bad yourself.
I told you, right? He's enchanting. Anyway, stop flirting, you two.
His voice is just so sexy, Keth.
Enough about Humphrey.
Okay.
We need to focus. We need to get some of you guys healed up.
Are you going to take your injured Icosumon to the Icosumon Center again?
Yes.
Get everyone healed up. Okay.
Derek, how are you feeling? Do you need a heal?
Yeah. I could use
Would you like a wander to the Icosumon Center, or should I just take you in the ball?
Just take
up to you this time.
I've become his
okay, cool.
At this point, so.
David, did you take any? Do you want a quick heal?
Such a weird.
I could.
That's a quick heal.
I will go to the center with you if that is what you require, Master.
Excellent. Well, then you come, and then all relevant Icosumon shall be recovered to their relevant balls.
Excellent. And are you heading off to the Icosumon Center then? You do that, and they'll disappear in.
Yes, and then off to the center for a quick.
Okay. As you step outside the training center, you see a bit of a crowd gathered over on the sort of far side of the, not quad, but just sort of an area around that's sort of surrounded by some of the buildings where the Icosumon trainers are housed for this tournament. You can see a bit of a crowd gathering. There's a bit of a hubbub going on.
I'm gonna go and take a look.
Okay. As you wander over, you can hear a man shouting. He's shouting, and he's shouting, he's saying something. It was just here! It was just here! I don't know where it's gone! One of you has to have seen it! So what are you doing, Keth? There's this man shouting about something that's missing. And there's a crowd, and they're all sort of, I saw it here earlier. I don't know what's going to... Did you see anything? I didn't see anything. I don't know where it's gone.
And then Keth's going to stroll up to the back of the crowd and nudge an onlooker and say, "What's happening? What's going on?"
Didn't you just win that match?
I did. I'll do autographs later, but...
It was a very strange... Do you hear what's going on?
No, I was getting ready for the next fight, and I saw this ruckus.
Oh, wow. It's gone. The hot air balloon's gone.
The hot air balloon?
Yes. He was offering tourist attractions. You could go and you get a nice view of the whole park in this hot air balloon. You can see it was tethered there. And he points to a sort of spike that was in the ground with a sort of sliced off rope.
I know I'm currently in my icososphere, but seems sus.
Seems
real sus.
Derek gets an air of spidey sense, like something suspicious is happening out there.
Wait a minute.
Something here is amiss.
Yeah, something's fucky, right?
You feel his ball vibrating slightly.
Title of your sex tape.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Why am I feeling his ball? Because he's there too.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Keth? What's happening?
Is there not a sign that says, like, back in 15 minutes or something? Or gone to lunch?
Well, the owner's there.
Oh, is that him?
And that's
the
him.
driver.
It's his hot air balloon. And I don't mean to put this the wrong way, but how fucking stupid are you? He's not going... It's a tethered hot air balloon ride. They don't just leave.
Well, I don't know. You're just a tourist here. I'm a competitor. Shouldn't even need to talk to you. Giving me attitude about my stupidity. It's my stupidity and nobody else's. Now get out of my way. And then I'll just shoulder his way through and go and speak to the owner.
Okay.
Because it seems like you want me to. And I've got no one else to talk to out here. Because all the blokes are in balls.
So there's this big crowd of people gathered round, all sort of being the sort of onlookers, and this very distraught-looking owner. And as you stride towards the front, you hear the sound of galloping.
Ooh.
And screeching around the corner of this building in a cloud of dust and poor smoke. Is a drifting wolf with an orc in a bluish uniform astride. With a big howl, this wolf bounds over the crowd and lands with a sort of J-turn handbrake slide.
all the car words.
All the car words.
Overwheeling his paws.
So he, the wolf oversteers into the corner.
It's like a dog on line, right?
Skidding away. The wolf performs 2 donuts and comes to a halt with
donuts.
Officer Benny astride.
Officer Benny
says, "Hello, what's going on here then?"
We were all admiring your subtle entrance.
Oh, it's you again.
Yes, it is.
Why do I always see you at the scene of trouble? That's very suspicious.
Is that how you solve all your crimes, officer? No, I saw the ruckus and came over. If anything, I beat you to it.
Somehow when there's trouble, I see your face. Right. What's going on then?
I think you need to speak to this guy.
The distraught hot air balloon owner sort of turns to Officer Benny, and he says, "But they took my hot air balloon. They took it. They must have done."
Who are you talking about? Well, the 2 people that were there. They came. They said they were interested in this in a hot air balloon ride, but they wanted to see the safety specifications because they didn't believe it was safe. Well, is it safe? Yes, of course it is. I'm a licensed hot air balloon operator. Right. I'll have to take your statement then. What's your name? Oh, you're still here. Did you see what happened?
No, I didn't.
Well, then move along. This is police business.
Well, I might be able to help.
Well, did you see what happened?
No, but might be able to help you somehow. I seem to be keeping beating you to the spot every time.
Officer, I didn't witness any of it. I can't give you any information or evidence, but I think I might be able to help.
I might know who these 2 people are. We were just getting to the description.
So sus.
Yeah.
Officer, I might know the criminals. What?
I don't have any information about the crime, but I know who did it.
You didn't see it, but you know who took it. You must be involved. Would you like to retract that statement?
No. He was about to describe two people. I might know who they are. I can help. Or I could just go back to the Arcosmon Centre and we could skip all this.
Are you just going to turn and walk away at this point?
So you leave the Arcosmon Centre. What do you do?
What's happening here? Because right now, you're telling a police officer that you know nothing about this crime, but you know exactly who did it.
No. What I said, he said, there were these two people, and he was about to describe them to Officer Benny. And then Officer Benny said, are you still here?
He was about to describe them to a police officer.
And then I thought, I might know who they are. Oh, officer, I reckon it's these guys. And then said that way. It might be Team Shuttle.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. You're just going to loiter around. Fine.
Well, I shall not loiter then.
You're going to loiter and eavesdrop. That's fine. No.
Might be Team Shuttle? Or are you just going to go, I know who it is, but I'm just going to stand here for about 10 minutes?
He's just going to tell them he knows who it is, so that's fine. Officer Benny is very suspicious of you. He says, Sir, if you don't know anything, if you didn't witness anything, please, you'll have to stand back there. I need to have time with the aggrieved here.
That's fine. I'll see you later.
And as you step away,
you don't want my help.
Stride away.
You're on your own.
You hear,
dick. I mean that as detective, of course.
You just about catch the name of the hot air balloon owner as Kyle, and and the hot air balloon owner says, and it was this old couple. One had this long greyish hair, and the other one quite a short sort of bob. Both seemed quite old. The woman was the one with the bob, obviously. You know, seemed to be wearing this big frilly dress, and there was a man with very long ponytail. And they had some sort of ugly baby with them. It was very weird.
But it was Shuttle.
So bad not to metagame right now.
Says to himself.
I don't know this information. I don't actually know this information.
As he wanders off muttering. Sounds like Shuttle to me. What would I know? As he wanders off to the bar.
Are you going to the bar? Okay. Fuck the Arcosmon Centre. You go to the bar.
I thought we'd been. I thought you said we'd been.
You came out of the training.
I thought we'd left it. Okay.
Yeah, you said we were all healed.
Yeah. And then we came out of the centre and saw the rooker.
Well, let's not get bogged down with who healed who.
And when it happened.
Yeah, let's not get bogged down with descriptions
Time
of what's
frames aren't
happening.
important.
Let's not get bogged down with who did
what's
to
going
who.
on and who's where and
what you rolled.
Said the rambling old orc on the corner who was half pissed at midday. Like, oh, that's it. What he's saying.
Everyone's healed up. You went to the Arcosmon Centre. Nurse Boy was there. You had a lovely time. Yada yada yada. Let's just exposition everything. You go to a bar.
He walks off from the scene of the crime and just heads to a pub.
You told a police officer you know who committed it, even though you saw nothing, and then fucked off to a bar.
Do you want to retract that statement? No, I stand by it. I'm off to the pub.
I stand by what I said. Goodbye.
That's so British. Fuck you, officer. I'm off for a pint.
Yeah. We don't want your help, citizen.
It could only be more British if on the way through the crowd, excuse me, sorry. Don't mind me, sorry.
Yes, officer, I know exactly who committed the crime, but I'm not going to help you in your investigation.
I'm not going to say who it is.
That'd be too easy.
I'm sure if you just come out and
you want me to do your job for free?
Yeah,
fuck
I
off.
pay your fucking salary, mate.
Right, you're in a bar.
I don't really know what to do now.
As you enter this bar through the sliding doors, you see around you. You see a few patrons sitting at tables, and you can see some people playing a sort of card game. You can see that there's a bar. Obviously, it is a bar, so there is one, and it has a number of beverages on offer on the far side of the room. At one end of the room, there is a small stage set up for what you may assume to be karaoke, because that's what you assume all stages are for. And you see there's probably about a dozen tables in this bar, sort of seating ones, And then there's a few sort of those posing tables about as well, so you can sort of stand. And it's quite flashy, you know. It's a sporting event. You can stand around, and yeah, that's what you see. There's a you know, it's relatively busy. There's a few people in there.
Cool. I'm going to let Derek out.
Oh shit! There's a fucking Galabdur in here!
I'm just going to crack my back, but it's going to make all sort of sounds of stone grinding on stone.
I'll tell you what, you can't even stretch in those balls.
Thirsty, Derek?
Yeah, my mouth's a bit stony and dry.
It's like a Sahara Desert in here. It's so sandy.
Oh, it's like, yeah.
I'll get you a drink.
All this fighting and killing people's really give me a big thirst.
Barman?
And as you arrive, the barman is there. The barman says,
"All right, mate.
Hello. What have we got here then? Ooh, we Galabdur out here.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know, we don't usually allow Ikosamon just loose in the house like that. But I tell you what, we might just have a place for a Galabderic like that. Hey, I saw the match I did.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
I never seen a Galabdur.
I'm just going to roar like I did in the arena.
Oh, bloody hell. Right.
Galabderic. He's very excited. He's very pleased with himself. It's a treat.
The powers. That was quite impressive. I take it as a kindness though if you didn't do that again in here.
I'll give him a big stone thumbs up.
Oh, and he gives you one back.
Oh, good. Friend.
Ikosamon, friend. You may have to.
Could you get the biggest, like a fish bowl or a huge pitcher of beer for him? He loves it.
Oh, I didn't know they drank beer.
This one does.
I've got some cement out the back. I just pour it in a container and I'll chuck in some manganese nodules for you if you like.
I'll give him another big stony thumbs up. Yeah.
Excellent. I'll go and get a container of that for you. And he wanders back out the back, and then you hear the sort of sound of trundling wheels. And out from behind the bar comes like one of those sort of motorized cement mixers.
Yeah, I love the idea that it's just a cocktail, but they put it in a cement mixer.
Yeah, and he just. And then he puts a big sort of bowl of manganese nodules in a bowl on the bar for you.
I tell you what,
I'm going to let Malrus out now.
I'm not sure about this whole Ikosamon thing, but the food is fucking amazing.
Am I being
Malrus, you're out.
Yes.
What shape are you? Are you a?
I'll be a doppelganger.
Doppelganger
for now.
Oh bloody hell! I didn't realise you were going to let them all out. Well.
What do you think?
I suppose they all deserve a bit of a prize for their successes. So we'll let them all have one, but you have to put them away after that. All right? Is that a deal, sir?
We'll have a deal, and then I'll.
Excellent.
Yes.
What can I get your bloody terrifying friend here?
And I'll turn to Malrus. What'll it be?
Well, traditionally, he'll have to say it's me.
Because it's a doppelganger.
What are you having, Malrus? What are you ordering?
I'm going to have a cranberry juice.
Oh.
Cranberry juice, please, barman.
A cranberry juice, eh? Oh, we just got this fresh stuff in. Seems rather good.
He'll have as much of it as is allowed.
Oh, right, okay.
He'll have the legal maximum of cranberry juice.
He ducks behind the bar and and you hear the sound. You hear a sound like a bath emptying.
Whilst he's doing that, I'm going to let Jeff out.
Jeff, you're out.
Okay, I'm invisible. I'm just gonna sit on Keth's shoulder, so you just feel little claws on your shoulder.
Lovely. And the barman pops back up, and he's got like an actual like kitchen sink full of cranberry juice.
Excellent.
And there's a few straws in it, a lot of ice, and one cocktail umbrella just on the tap, and he pops that on the bar.
Just a normal sized cocktail umbrella.
Yeah, just one little paper cocktail umbrella just perched on a tap.
I'm turn to Keth and go, it's no Nancy's, is it?
No, it isn't. Have you got any nuts?
Oh,
Nuts,
these are
nutsy.
great.
I'm just going to keep eating the manganese nodules.
And then what I'll do is and Keth will hold up the nuts up to his shoulder and they'll slowly disappear as Jeff's just nibbling on them.
I'm just going to actually just collect them. I'm not going to eat any. I'm just collecting them.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen
We've
Jeff
got these
about?
Oddies nuts.
You've got these nuts.
And he hands you a little packet that just says Oddies nuts on it.
I think I'm going to leave David where he is, though, because he wasn't involved in the fight and he's fine. He'll be fine.
Has anybody seen Jeff about?
Oh, he's here. Don't worry.
Yeah,
He's here.
I'm here, Derek. I'm okay.
What I'm hoping is this pisses off Officer Benny, so he comes back over, has a go at me, and then he'll have to apologise and I'll
Officer
help.
Benny.
By the way, just for housekeeping reasons, because I was trying to speed this along. If you're very confused why the barman can hear them, I'm just assuming that Keth is relaying this.
Yes,
because I can't be buggered with the whole repeating it all for all
we did it
time.
once or twice, and I thought, we'll just make sure we're doing that. So I'm just going back and
It's
forth.
established. It's fine.
Yeah,
Officer.
I didn't want you to be confused. The barman can't understand you. I'm just assuming. If at any point, Keth, you don't want to relay this, do tell me.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like the invisible rule with me. Assume they can understand you unless told otherwise.
Yeah.
You saw Officer Benny?
Jeff, I haven't spoke to you in ages. How's it going?
Yes.
Are you?
And I
I saw you in there, didn't I? You were in the cage with me, weren't
Yeah, but you tried to kick that David cunt's ass.
Yeah, that new guy. He's a cool dragon, isn't he? He can do
but
actual fire.
He's not as he can't go invisible, or he can't help us cheat, like you can.
I'm going to read Jeff's thoughts.
Do it. What do we do? How do we do this?
Oh,
Right.
the mind of Jeff Silverbow. What a place.
How does one do this?
It says, read thoughts. The doppelganger magically reads surface thoughts of one creature within 60 feet of it. The effect can penetrate barriers, wood, dirt, blah, 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 2 inches of metal, or a thin sheet of lead block.
None of those things are in the way.
That's good.
So,
I get advantage on saving throws against spells or magical effects, FYI. Because I'm a fairy dragon.
That's fine. You don't need to roll anything.
Oh, you just do it?
Yeah, just do it.
He just does a thing.
I do a thing.
But it's surface thoughts, so I think you may have to roll.
I think you have to roll to get deeper than that, don't you?
Yeah.
Let me put it this way for you. Malrus will be able to read your surface thoughts with nothing you can do about it. Malrus can, if he wants, try and probe deeper.
Yeah,
but
there
he
you
will
go.
have to roll,
Nice.
and you will have advantage to resist it.
Okay.
There you go, yeah.
Okay?
So
Can
do
you
I have to
resist
tell
his
him a
probe?
surface thought now?
You will have to tell him the honest truth about your surface level thoughts.
Continue.
So, Jeff. Okay. not a problem.
So this is things that are sort of
I'm
in the
all ears.
immediate. This is stuff that is very present in your mind right this second, not deeper emotional meanings or plans or things like that you're thinking more intently about. This is if you're thinking about doing something right now, that would be a surface thought. If you're thinking if you're feeling a particular emotion about someone in that moment, that's a surface level thought.
Okay.
If you have a deeper emotion for that person, so say for example, Malrus is your friend and you like him a lot, that would be quite a deep feeling. But if your immediate feeling at the moment is that you're annoyed at him, that's a surface level feeling.
That barman's looking at me weird is a surface thought versus, I wonder what his marital status is,
Right. Okay, so at this point, there's pretty much one thing that's going through Jeff's head, which is, what's the point? Like, Casper was probably gone, and now they've got another dragon. What's the point? That's pretty much all. I'm just thinking about Casper at the moment.
Aww.
And the fact that he's gone, and I don't really know what to do because now I've been replaced in the team, it seems. So, that's all.
Jeff has reached the point where he started to think that he's actually a dragon.
Wow, a moment with the Dungeon Master already. Well, I guess it's time really must fly when you're having fun. So, get yourself sat down, you lot. You've got a lot to do. No, there are no snacks. Pedro ate them. So, let's begin. Now, the very first thing that I absolutely must do is give all of you a gigantic thank you from all of the crew here at Roll Britannia. Our merry little podcast would have ran aground and sunk a long time ago without your amazing support every single week. So, it's brilliant that you've crossed the gangplank and joined us once again. Get your heads down, you lot. It's a random celebrity shout out! This week, it seems that Warwick Davis has gotten wind of the show and wants to make a spin-off game show for the Buccaneers. Well, best not tell Flint Frostbeard then. Right, now here's the tricky bit. Handling my insubordinate feathered so-called assistant. Pedro! Scroll, please! Ah, excellent. You're here. And actually looking quite smart, I might add. What have you done with your feathers? Is it a Mohican? Of course, my mistake. It's a Mohawk. Bird related. Obviously. Now, got a scroll for me, boy. Wonderful, wonderful. Now be off with you. So this week's shout out goes to Becca Aplin, who got in touch with us through Facebook. Great work with the Windows Vista post, Becca. We're still laughing at it. Thank you so much for shouting us out, and we're really glad that you're loving the show. I see what the problem is here. You're looking for inspiration for the Halloween season. Well, why not treat yourselves to a snapback cap from the official Roll Britannia merch store with the terrifying Bat Dealy on it? You can still get it. Loads of other great kit as well in time for the spookiest time of year. So follow the links in our social media and go have a look. Now, one of our brave Buccaneers needs your help. Tom, to be specific. The reason he needs your help is because he's shaving off his entire beard and growing a moustache to raise money for Movember. For those of you who don't know, Movember is a fantastic charity who raise money and awareness to help in the fight against cancer and to help improve men's mental health. So if you can spare just a couple of pennies, he'd really appreciate it if you could sponsor him. Keep a lookout for a link to the sponsor page as well as photos of his sprouting cookie duster. God, there's got to be a better way to deal with all these scrolls. There's so many of them. Let's see here. Mr. Master, I really want my own shout out. Mr. James, what do I have to do to get an NPC named after me around here? Oh, Mighty Dungeon Master James. I really think that Pedro needs more holidays. Now, apart from that last one, which is blatantly a spam scroll, getting in touch with the show and getting your questions answered could not be easier to do. Whichever social media flavour takes your fancy, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram or Discord, have a look on there, we'll be there, and we love to natter with you. So, get involved. Now, if you're really feeling generous, you could do something amazing for the show and take just a couple of minutes, give us a 5-star review, eh? If you're really enjoying it, it lets us know we're doing a great job, and other great people, just like yourselves, will have a better chance of discovering the show. It only takes a couple of minutes of your time to do, so it'd be a good thing. And, most more important, bash that subscribe button, otherwise you'll find yourself scrubbing out Bill's tank. Right, that'll do for this week, so don't forget, get yourself some new kit, beards are falling off, subscribe button, Pedro is still rubbish. Oh god, Halloween really isn't far away. Now, to you lot, shoo!
Before you go, it's my turn to talk complete balls for a minute now. Well, about mine, to be specific. Now, what I'm actually talking about is our new sponsorship with Manscaped.com. Now, they were very kind and sent us a load of products for us to try, including their new 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. Now, right out of the box, I was really impressed with the attention to detail and the quality of their products. And gone are the days of terror of trying to neaten up the plum sack with a face razor. One slip or a sneeze and it is all over. Now, I found the Lawnmower 4.0 really easy to use. And with its guard fitted, I was soon flying about with complete confidence down there. The Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant is also a big favourite of mine. I've never felt freshness like it. And the huge bonus that I really like of using Manscaped's finely crafted tools to keep your chap neat, tidy and hygienic is that you can use the time to give yourself that all-important testicular cancer check too. Check your nuts, gents. And the great news is you can have your own Lawnmower 4.0 too, with a huge 20% discount and free worldwide shipping just by using the code ROLLBRIT, that's ROLLBRIT, at manscaped.com. Easy. Your balls will definitely thank you. And now, to steal his line, back to the action.
Jeff, are you getting sort of
Stockholm syndrome?
Stockholm syndrome. Are you getting Stockholm syndrome of being a dragon?
Well, Icosamon syndrome's a real thing, James, and it's starting to hit home.
Yeah, well, I've recently just done the Icosamon Ice Bucket Challenge. The Icosamon Bucket Challenge.
Icosamon Bucket Challenge.
We were concerned because you haven't taken that dragon suit off for 2 weeks.
It just makes me feel fancy. Although workouts and play,
it's fine, but it's when you go to work wearing it that it causes real issues.
Customers have started to complain, mainly about the smell.
I just got this image of you trying to force a shirt over the top of it, trying to button it up.
Just branded the company logo on the top of it. There you
go. Just painted a shirt and tie on, you know.
I'm a fancy dragon.
Me and Derek, Keth and Derek won't know this, will they?
No.
So we're just shooting the shit at the bar.
I'm just eating my manganese nodules and
I would imagine that
manganese nodules.
Will Jeff know that that's happened?
It doesn't.
I wouldn't have thought so. You're just reading my thoughts. If you've been writing my thoughts, I've got to.
Well, if you had a thought so, he'd be able to tell.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's true. So what are you doing, boys? You're just in a bar, just having a great time.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep chucking stuff back into my mouth. I'm just keep ordering drinks. That guy doesn't seem to mind that I'm an Icosamon, so fuck it. Yeah.
You know, your cement mixer did come with a steel straw.
Oh yes,
there's a
2-inch diameter steel straw.
Just a bit of old.
You've got to keep drinking though.
Piece of corrugated piping.
You've got to keep drinking because if you let it go solid in the pipe, you're fucked.
Yes, fucking set.
Don't let it solid in the pipe.
Barkeep, this one's set. I'm sorry, you need to change it out.
Clang, another one.
So what does
every time you hand him one back, he's going outside and just starting to build something at the back.
Coming back in with a load of sculptures. That's nice.
He's got some new
all with a straw sticking out the side of them.
Every little building. It's like that's the outhouse. That's where I'm going to keep the hot tub.
He's just laying the foundations for a load of construction for a beer garden, you know.
And he's already got the plumbing in place.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out he's actually coming to the bar and going, "Are you finished with that one yet? Fucking hurry up."
We've got a time frame to meet.
Get got quick set cement in it as well. Right.
That's how they get you, Derek. They'll put quick set cement in there.
It's the quick set cement. It does it every time. As any... are
you doing anything?
To just, are you going to do something? If not, we're gonna jump forward in time here, boys.
I was just wondering if Malrus is going to you're going to tell us what you heard about Jeff.
Yeah,
no,
that's a very good question.
I'm not going to say anything.
Are you going to do anything with your newfound?
No, I might do at some point, but not right now.
Okay.
He's just pissed at me because I did my tricksy spell on him and made him look he can't be an Icosamon trainer anymore. And now he's just trying to gather information to fuck with me later. I know what he's up to. I know what he's up to.
So are you?
I'm watching you.
Are you going to spend the whole evening just in the bar then?
I was hoping.
Is this your plan for the rest of the day?
My plan.
Officer Benny would get a knock.
I've got a plan. I'm going to spend the evening reading Jeff's thoughts throughout the evening.
Okay. Hang on, how quickly does that have no recharge whatsoever?
Yeah, it's an ability, so he can just do it.
You just do it, yeah.
What doppelgangers
so
do.
I'm just going to have to periodically tell you what I'm thinking at that moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime Malrus asks for it, you have to tell him what you're thinking.
What are you thinking?
Why the fuck does Malrus keep looking at me like that?
That's a fair one.
Fair enough. Rubbing his chin.
Why has he got a notebook out?
Xavier, 2 fingers on the side of his head.
I'm going to roll for deeper thoughts.
Ooh. Now, now, you've committed to this, so you're not going to come back on it, but I'm going to let you know, if you fail this, Jeff will know that you've tried to do something.
Okay.
Yes. I thought you were going to go, you will die.
Yes, you will burst into flame again.
Oh, God. Your punishment for rolling badly. The spontaneous combustion.
You will die.
Someone's been watching
Okay.
Must be more
So
sugar.
here's my thing. Malrus has advantage on this, but I also think Jeff has advantage on saves. So I think you're both going to roll twice, and you're both going to take the higher option.
Yeah. But I've been reading your thoughts all night through the bar, so
This is the worst
sort
chat
of-
line I've ever heard, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it really is.
You're saying
I'm going to I'm going to probe a little bit deeper now because I'm a bit more confident. I've had a bit more practice. It's the first time I've done it.
That's the worst chat line
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
Chat line.
So
you're
let's...
actively saying this to Jeff.
No.
Malrus is saying. Oh right. I thought Malrus had just turning on. I've been reading your thoughts the entire evening, and
No, this is just me saying
because
to
I feel a
you.
bit confident.
Right.
I'm feeling more confident in my ability to read thoughts. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to go for the big one.
Cool.
The big
play.
one.
So
The big insecurity that he's got.
Well, it's just a deeper level thought, isn't it? It's just something that I'm not thinking right now, but I might be thinking, that could be something that I might want to think of later.
You just heard him say he's going for the big one. He's going for the core insecurity feeling.
He's getting right to the centre of Jeff.
Your core
So,
secret.
gooey little nugget.
What is your little secret?
like someone that's been licking a jawbreaker for about a week, he's getting right to the centre.
Stop licking me, Malrus.
Stop licking my mind.
It's a brain lick.
Oh God!
Right, we roll.
I'm gonna
Let's get this image out of my head.
I'm going to roll persuasion. Can I roll persuasion?
I think if you're just trying to read his mind, it will be insight.
Okay.
If you're trying to persuade him of something, you'll have to try and persuade him of something.
I will roll
But
insight.
to read into his mind deeper, that will be an insight check.
What am I rolling? The insight as
You
well?
are going to roll a charisma saving throw.
Let the mind.
It doesn't say anything about saving throws on here, so it just has my charisma level. So, is that my charisma?
I would presume so.
So that's
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't need to roll
Because
I
it's the
add
monster
that.
stats,
I add
right?
that. Yeah.
Yes.
So I just add the
Okay.
charisma level to whatever I roll. So that'd be,
Yep.
Or
And you're both
definitely
rolling
taking the
advantage.
second. We're definitely taking the first one because the second one was a 2.
+2, it was a 4.
I get +3 on charisma.
Oh, you do? Yes.
That's why I like
Very
charisma
charisma.
over wisdom.
It feels like a charisma thing, because a wisdom would be a sort of...
Awareness,
You'd have to
right?
sort of apply some sort of conscious awareness to it, whereas this feels more
Yeah.
like an internal strength.
I know he's
kind of
done
thing.
it already because Malrus is stereotypically has quite decent rolls.
Yeah.
opposed to
Well,
mine.
Malrus...
Should we go on 3?
What's... yeah. Well, I mean, yeah,
One,
go for it. We won't hear it,
2,
but yeah, go for it.
3, 18.
17.
Oh, he's done it.
Great big mind lick. That is.
It can't get the core one, surely though.
Right up.
He has brain licked you.
good and proper.
He
Surely
has
not
fully
the core
brain licked
core
you.
one.
He's licked you right
That
up.
was a challenge. You put up a good defense, but you put up some subconscious mental defenses there. But
it's just
Malrus has
straight through.
he's licked round the corners and got into your brain crevice.
God.
He has rimmed your brain crevice.
Right round the outside. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna put something in here.
That's what she said.
Jeff, good morning. Title of my sex tape. I'm going to put something in here. Jeff, as this is going to be your personal thoughts, your innermost thoughts, I'm going to give you the option of asking the other two to take their headphones off.
I think that's only fair because he's reading my mind.
Yeah. I'll wave at you when it's time to put them back on.
Okie dokie.
Now, yeah, go on.
I just want to
out.
use this one moment to say, fuck you, Jeff.
So, Malrus, you're probing into Jeff's mind. You follow the corridors of lies and deceit and thought and
Fuck's that?
laughter and joy and memory, and you take a left down the avenue of despair and find yourself in the cul-de-sac of contemplation.
And the interesting thing you're finding, Malrus, is that as you're heading down into these dark depths of the mind, You're sort of the way I'd like to envision my mind, or Jeff's mind, is that it's sort of like a corridor, but rather than being doors, there's more sort of pockets, and in those pockets are scenes being played out that are sort of memories, and in some of them are scenes that have not yet happened because they're thoughts, but they're slightly different hues to the bubbles to sort of reference what they are. And as you start to get towards the end of the corridor, you notice that these certain ones of these bubbles are sort of cracked and not that visible, but they definitely depict a very much older version of Jeff that you don't recognize at all. He hasn't got a scar on his eye. There's, he's quite a big burly bloke. He's got sort of leather, thick gloves on his hands. And
do I recognise that it's you, but not you?
You get it's more of a sense that because you're the main character in a story before you necessarily know the main character in a film. It's it's obvious that it's me that it's revolving around in that scene. But like I say, it's cracked and broken, and that's because I've got a bit of a broken memory. So I'm going to have to roll now to tell you how much of my deep core memory I'm actually going to remember. Oh, you've done all right. Actually, you're going to remember quite a bit. Okay, so I would say my core sort of thought that you're getting from at this point is, with this sudden probe of loss back in my life, or thought of potential loss forever from Casper, is you're getting, I know I had a wife, but she's gone. Did she leave me? Or what happened to her? No. She left. She's out there somewhere. And that's what you get.
Ooh.
And suddenly you're back in the room.
They have the pub just sort of zoom right back into my... Sort of.
Yeah, I want you to picture that sort of that moment when you... From movies where you're mind-reading someone and you go... And you sort of almost fall back in your chair like, whoa.
Look, Keth, have you tried these manganese nodules? They're fucking great.
Okay, very important before we move on. Do you try one, Keth?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't say that to me, let alone
Tom already wants to eat one.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Holy crap.
Keth.
That's fine. 17.
Ooh. With a 17, you don't break any teeth.
Of course he doesn't. Just
doesn't have any left.
But you're not keen.
I just did it for the team building.
Yeah.
But they're so bloody good.
I must have had an old one.
So you have a great night, and you eventually work your way back to your apartment, and Derek probably orders more room service. The other half of the horse, probably.
Oh yeah, it's half a horse with some basalt and some igneous rock.
Derek, you're not going to be able to. He's not going to get away with slyly knocking one out either, is it? It's just going to be. It's going to sound like a jackhammer.
That was never my intention. I'm sorry. I was not. We're in a shared room, Keth. I'm not trying to knock one out. If
well,
I
we knew that you did.
And just as you're all sort of settling into to your evening, the evening in, there's a knock at the door.
Derek, what have you done?
I'm going to the door.
I'm also going to wander over to the door.
Okay, the two of you plod over to... Well, Malrus strolls over and Derek plods over. And are you opening the door?
Yes.
As you open the door, and you see a slightly bedrunken, but not too bedrunken, Barry is there. He says, "Hey!"
I'm going to turn in disgust and walk back to my seat.
I'm going to just shout at him,
Derek, normal beard, because that's all he'll understand anyway.
Easy, big fella. Where's your master?
Derek, who is it?
I'm
still on the sofa.
Point to Keth.
Emperor Keth was dying. Do you want to do something fun?
Barry. Yeah, what have you got in mind?
I'm just going to whisper to Malrus.
God, it seems like his life's gone downhill.
You never know, it might have.
I saw you won your big fight today. I won mine, but I seem to have lost some Kosamon somewhere. I don't know. I probably packed them wrong. Anyway.
Can't believe you're still
You want to do something fun?
Yeah, what have you got in mind?
Oh, I got a great idea. Listen. I came up here because I had a thought. And I wanted to know if you wanted to do something fun. Oh. I mean, yeah, you said that already. Why are you asking me? No.
I'm also going to just lean into Malrus and whisper, have we driven this man insane?
It's entirely possible. Let's see what he
I
wants.
wanted to know, right? Shh, come here. Shh.
I'm listening.
Come here.
I'm already here.
Shh, don't, just get Keth. Just get him. I've got to tell him something. Oh, you're here. Keth, Emperor Keth. Frost Iron Keth.
Yes.
I got something fun for us to do. If you're up for it, we could go, because I know some people, you see. We could go to the trophy room, and we could lick the trophy.
I am totally down for that.
Keth. Yes.
Derek's making the exact face that I'm making right now, which is just wide eyes and mouth.
I bet you've never licked the trophy before.
Did you say lick or nick?
Licked? You wouldn't nick it. No. You obviously don't want to do it. It's fine.
I'll lick anything. I will lick anything.
Maybe later.
I will lick anything.
No one can accuse Keth Frostine of turning down a lick.
If it's one thing Keth Frostine can't be accused of, it's being a coward.
Eat this, fine.
Anything. Cool. He says, okay, just don't tell Keth. Don't tell Emperor Keth. Just you and me. I won't. Go to the trophy room.
It's our secret.
Yeah. Well, wait. Shh. Do you think we should tell Keth?
Keth, when are we going?
To come.
Maybe we'll tell you what. We'll leave him out and we'll keep it between
Good
us.
idea. Yeah. Just you and me.
Just you and me. As I'm checking to see where Jeff is, and hopefully he's on one of my shoulders. So we can go with
I'd
me.
imagine I'd curled up in the corner of the room as we were all going to bed, to be honest. But I can see you jiggling your shoulders and sort of, okay, flap over and just sort of land on your right shoulder. Sort of nudge you with my head.
It's going to be some japes. You're going to love it.
It's going to be some japes.
I'm just going to lean right over Barry's shoulder to Keth and just go,
you know, if this whole thing goes sour, we could just blame it on him.
And then look him dead in the eye.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Right, let's go.
And then, I'm just going to turn to Barry and go,
Derek normal beard.
and pull back.
Let's do it. Cool. Let's go.
Okay, let's this way.
Fuck this guy. We're going to mess this guy's life up so bad.
Hey.
He's done nothing to us. He's done nothing.
It's
he
like
just
he
wants to be your friend.
Do it.
And Barry strides into the bathroom.
That's not the trophy room. Oh, wait.
Barry, don't lick that. It's not the trophy.
Oh, sorry. I'm coming. Hello?
Oh, Keth.
Yeah.
Just come here.
I'm here. You're talking to the plant pot. I'm over here.
Sorry. Oh, Keth. Do you want to do something fun?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I've had some drinks, so I may have told you. I'm not sure. Did I tell you this already?
I believe we're going to go and lick a trophy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
And he strides straight back out of the room and into the hallway. and you just hear the sound of a plant pot smashing.
Ooh, let's go! And then we'll sort of leg it out of the room.
Guys,
after
have you got all your stuff?
I mean, I don't have any stuff. I'm literally made of stone.
Keth, have you got all your stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm tooled up as ever.
Excellent.
I haven't shedded off my kit for the evening, and I've got all your coatables.
Are you coming?
Yeah.
Someone broke a plant up here. Shh, don't tell anyone.
It's okay, they won't notice. They won't notice.
At what point during this horribly nefarious journey does Barry describe Keth as his best friend?
In about 30 seconds, yeah.
He would never do anything.
Come along, best friend! We're going on an adventure!
Let's get tattoos on the way, my best friend Keth.
The biggest thing you have to remember is that I trust you.
Our swan dives the floor. David and Derek get snarky. Then it's back to the centre to heal the whole party. A missing hot air balloon. Keth raises suspicions. Officer Benny asks some questions and Keth tries to assist him. Next, Keth heads to a bar and lets the boys out for a drink. Derek's eating some snacks while Malrus reads what Jeff thinks. Keth eats some food he shouldn't, and then they head home for the night. Wait. Go back a moment. Does Jeff think he has a wife? Will Amber, Keth and Barry cover the trophy in Saliva? Will you find out next time on Roll Britannia?
Now then, you lot, we need your help. We need to make our piratical adventure simply the best D&D 5e podcast out there on the 7 seas. So, we've decided to be very brave indeed and launch our own Roll Britannia Patreon page. And don't you worry, though we may be scoundrels and vagabonds in the Shattered Lands, we're certainly not going to be stealing your hard-earned booty to line our coffers. All of the money we raise will be ploughed right back into the show, so we can be the best that we can be. So what's in it for me, I hear you say? Well, there's a whole treasure chest's worth to be had. There's exclusive Buccaneer prologues so that you can learn some of the secrets of our favourite heroes and where it all began. You'll also be able to read the finest tabloid on the high seas, the Daily Teledath. You can get your hands on ARC-exclusive merchandise too that you won't find in our shop. And the best part, your very own handcrafted, beautifully made and totally unique piece of crap art drawn just for you by your favourite Buccaneer. Just look out for Roll Britannia on patreon.com, or even easier, follow the links in our social media or Linktree pages and let us navigate the way for you. And worry not, the nautical antics of the Roll Britannia Buccaneers will still be available every Wednesday as usual, absolutely free. After all, we certainly wouldn't want any of our amazing and loyal fans to be spending any more than they can afford. We wouldn't have got anywhere without you and all the other awesome fans out there. So, with your help and your support, you can make this show even better.
Are you looking for a D&D podcast with a dark side? Something more like Game of Thrones and less like Monty Python? Tale of the Manticore is part dark fantasy audio drama, part solo D&D RPG. There's no plot armor here. The dice make all the important decisions. Join me as I resurrect the excitement, wonder, and emotion of old school D&D. Made for a mature audience, Tale of the Manticore is both a fiction and a game. It's the story where chaos rolls.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.